But if you are a dance hall lover, during Carnival Week, I know it's a very confusing time for you because in your head you're thinking Carnival equals Caribbean and Caribbean music equals dancehall. But no, babes, no, babes.
Because I've seen two very well-known Toronto creators come on this app and state that because it is Caribana weekend that we should not hear no dancehall at all or anything but soca. You gotta understand this is Toronto.
Wagwan, everybody. Welcome to our next episode of Talk the Things podcast. Today, we're going to be doing an episode that might be considered a little bit controversial, but you already know how it goes on this program. And it's a real topic, and I want to talk about it. Just the other day, about a week ago now, we had Caribana. That's what we call it here in Toronto, but it's just Carnival. But I don't know why we call it Caribana, I think we're the only place that calls it that. But Caribana is Carnival, and it happened the other day, and there was a lot of discussion of if Jamaican people should even be coming to Caribana because the other islands are kind of upset, not necessarily at Jamaican people, but you're going to see where I'm going. And they think not only soca music should be playing. So I have a few categories I want to break this video down into, but we're going to get into all of that today. So the first thing I wanted to do was go over really how Jamaicans feel about soca and carnival and stuff, because Jamaican people for the whole really don't like soca music. We're not really soca listeners like that. We call them soca junkie. Like, we don't really listen to soca like that. Of course, there's people in Jamaica who love soca. I know an auntie of mine that love soca, but for the most part, a lot of Jamaican people do not like soca. We think it's very annoying. And we created dancehall and reggae music. So in Jamaica, like, that's what we listen to. A lot of other islands didn't create a genre of music. Just we and Trinidad, I believe it was. Trinidad made soca, and all of the other islands like listen to soca and have their own variation of soca. But we created reggae and dancehall music. So we don't really listen. We don't need to listen to nothing else. Of course, we listen to other music. You wouldn't really hear soca music being played all that much though in Jamaica. When you go to Jamaica, you'll hear like more R&B, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston at the beginning, and then it would turn into old time reggae and then come up to new time dancehall. That's usually how music go in Jamaica. We don't listen to soca music. And we also don't really celebrate carnival like that because carnival plays soca music. Now we have carnival in Jamaica, but Jamaica carnival is shit. Everybody knows that about Jamaica carnival. Our carnival, it's not good because, like I said, it's a soca music thing. We don't really too like soca. It's not really a Jamaican thing. It's more of a small island thing. They can mash up carnival and have some bad carnival. But one thing that I always hear is that you go to other islands, you will go to Trinidad, you'll go to Bahamas, Barbados, and they play dancehall music. Like, that is almost like that's everyday music. Like, you see how I said we don't really listen to nothing else in Jamaica. Like, they say in the other islands they listen to dancehall. Like, dancehall music is like, if it's not soca music, it's dancehall music, or if it's not dancehall music, then it's a little soca. But they play dancehall out there. But the problems with Jamaicans in Toronto now at Caribana came up because, like I always say in my videos, Toronto has a lot of Jamaican people. We have a high population. Numerically, we're the majority out here when it comes to islands. It's Jamaica and then everybody else, but it's mostly Jamaican people. So when you go to Caribana now, a lot of small island people come out. There's enough of them. St. Vincent, Guyana, Trinidad, all those islands come out, but you're always gonna see, I would say, for one of other every island, you will see 5 Jamaican people because we are more number wise, right? And I'm getting into this to say, when I was selling last year, not this year, this was 2023, I was selling. There was a lady from the island of St. Lucia that was selling beside me, and I was the only person on my strip that was getting sales. If I lie, I swear to God, I'm not lying. There was about 5 to 6 other people, and then there was me, so like 7 of us, and I was the only person stuff that was selling. Nobody else sold a single water bottle. I'm not even joking. And the lady beside me started to get mad, the St. Lucia lady, and she's like, yo, like, this, all they do is care about Jamaica, Jamaica, Jamaica. Why is it like? So she got mad and went, because she's seen that only my stuff was selling, and I'm selling Jamaica stuff. So she's saying everybody's only buying Jamaica stuff. So she got up and went to go buy some Jamaica flag. She went to go buy the Jamaica flag, came back beside me, tried to sell another single Jamaica. Not one fucking flag sold. So she's upset, and then she wound up leaving. But it seemed like she was mad at Jamaica. She's saying, "Oh, they want is Jamaica, 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 Jamaica stuff," and that was her exact words. Went to go buy Jamaica flag, thinking people were gonna buy it, and nobody never bought the flag then because she was bad man. Her heart wasn't clean. So there was a next lady also that came by, and they're like, "Yo, do you want anything from this?" And she's like, "Nah, look at it. It's all Jamaican things. I want stuff from Barbados. Why don't they sell nothing from Barbados?" And the first thing, I didn't even say nothing. I was just looking at her. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, because I fucking come from Jamaica and I'm representing Jamaica stuff and the Jamaica stuff me I sell. What the fuck you mean? Do I come from Barbados for sell Barbados things? Do I come from, if you want to see Barbados stuff so bad, set up a stall and sell Bayesian things? Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I happen to come from Jamaica and I'm selling Jamaican things. And that was like back to back that happened, those two events. So I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Like, what are they pissed at Jamaican people? Like, what the fuck is your problem? Then now, fast forward to this year, I heard a man beside me, because remember, I'm at the Jamaica truck and let's get into that too. So I'm at the Jamaica truck and this man gets mad and says, "Yo, like, why they playing this shit? I don't want to fucking hear this, bro." That was his exact words, getting angry and things. He was from some next island. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, are you a fucking clown? You're standing up beside the Jamaica truck. There's only one Jamaica truck, I believe, out of all of the parade, there's only one Jamaica truck, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But if that's the only truck that plays our music and all the Jamaican people, we all stand up around the Jamaica truck because that's what plays what we want to listen. You know what I mean? So this is where the Jamaican people stand. You're over here being upset and shit, talking about, "I don't want to fucking hear this." You then go up, move more to the soca floats, then move to the soca truck. What are you doing at the dancehall truck complaining that the dancehall is playing at the Jamaica truck? Like, I don't understand what your problem is. Go up more. They're saying they don't want to hear this. Then a next person went onto TikTok and said that they don't even think at all that Jamaican people or soca music, not soca, dancehall music should be playing at Carnival. She says that Jamaican people give Carnival a bad reputation because it's not really our culture, and people look at Carnival and see this. She's coming from the UK, I believe, and she's saying that, like, when people look at Carnival now, they see like Jamaican people doing how they dance and shit and think that's Carnival, but that's not really Carnival. That's Jamaican people, and they're kind of watch the video and listen to the foolishness that this lady's saying, and I'm gonna come right back.
I'm going to do a whole video on this later on because as someone who's half Trinidadian and half Jamaican, I do have thoughts on the matter. But if you are a dancehall lover, during Carnival week, I know it's a very confusing time for you because in your head, you're thinking Carnival equals Caribbean and Caribbean music equals dancehall. But no, babes. When did you guys first get your Carnival parade? And when did you guys actually start respecting Mass? Two different timelines. So for Carnival week, we're listening to soca. I understand Jamaica is in the Caribbean, but you guys need to give us a week. Just give us a week. Maybe. I think the only time it is acceptable to play dancehall during Carnival is the last 5 minutes of a party to let us know it's time to wrap it up and go home, because the promoters ain't trying to pay the overcharge fee of if they're over the designated time frame of being inside the venue. But really, it's 100% soca. So if you're a dancehall lover, I'm sorry. The only event I could recommend you guys go to is Uncle Delroy's dancehall karaoke. But even then, it's Caribana themed. So you're going to be singing to some soca songs too.
I kind of wanted to put my 2 cents in about the soca music being played during Carnival, because I've seen two very well-known Toronto creators come on this app and state that because it is Caribana weekend that we should not hear no dancehall at all or anything but soca. You gotta understand, this is Toronto, okay? In Miami, in New York, or whatever, they're playing their music and they're not just playing straight soca. If you want to hear straight soca, you know where you go to? Barbados. They're having their crop over right now. Trinidad, where they have theirs in February. You can go to St. Lucia. They just had theirs last month. There's so many other places where you can go. You can hear straight soca. This is Toronto Carnival, okay? I expect to hear at least a 1-2 dancehall tune mixed into the Schweppes, okay? I expect to hear it because we are a multicultural melting pot of Caribbean people. If you want to hear straight soca during crop over, go to Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Martin. There's so many places. Lois, okay? It's not just Chinese who do Caribana, my love. I'm a proud Jamaican who loves soca, but me need to hear some dancehall 1-2 tune.
All right, so you guys just seen that. Now, right after that happened, they wound up playing some Afro beats. And I'm not gonna lie, when the Afro beats played, everybody just got like still. I never seen a single person. I got still too, man. Not lie, I wasn't dancing no more because a lot of people I heard were saying Afrobeats should not it shouldn't be played at carnival. I seen a video of a lady in the UK saying the exact same thing, that Afrobeats is like, that's African music. That's not Caribbean stuff. Like, we need to stick to Caribbean. And what I found, I would say that more than dancehall music, even though dancehall isn't like soca and stuff, and carnival is more for soca. I would say dancehall can still play because we are the Caribbean. Jamaica is the Caribbean. We are in the Caribbean. We're a part of the family. So why the hell would we not be, why wouldn't our music get to be played? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense if you ask me. But Afrobeats now I can kind of understand because that's a different continent. None of us don't really understand the Yoruba or whatever they're saying. Like, that's just not our music. The beats are nice, but we don't listen to Afrobeats. So a lot of people are saying, nah, Afrobeats should not it shouldn't be played at carnival. You guys let me know down below how you feel about that, if you think it should or if you think it shouldn't. So I'm gonna get into my final thoughts now, because what I kind of feel like is Jamaicans in Toronto, like, out of all of them, out of the islands, there's more Jamaicans than there is anybody else. So when you go to an event like Caribana where you're celebrating the Caribbean, you're gonna see a lot more Jamaicans than anybody else. You are gonna hear dancehall music. But like I said, we only have about one truck. So it's not like you go to carnival and you don't hear no soca music, you're only hearing dancehall. So I don't know what those people are complaining about. If you don't want to hear the dancehall music, then move your ass up to the soca truck. You don't have to stand upside our way and listen to our music. You know what I mean? I think we're all here to celebrate each other as a Caribbean. So I don't get why it's always like this when it comes to Jamaica. Everybody's always angry. It seems like I don't understand what the issue is. Like I was saying earlier in the video, when they were saying some people I know that go to Trinidad and those other islands say that dancehall plays all the damn time. So I would never see why it would be an issue for it to play at carnival, like as if we're not a part of the Caribbean too. But I want to hear you guys' opinion. I want to hear how you guys feel about it. If you come from the other islands, then if you have the same perception, or if you see like how I do, like what's the issue, bro? It's a next form of Caribbean music. We're a next Caribbean island. We're all supposed to be here celebrating our music together. So I don't understand what the issue is. We don't really move. No, like I said, there's one dancehall truck and there's how much more soca truck. It's not like we're taking over you guys' thing. I don't really know. You guys let me know what you think about this whole topic down below, and we will talk next time on Talk the Things podcast.
Pretty little Bobby, got the body of a goddess. Woman, you wear